God dang it.
Okay, here we are. I never know. It's always tough to tell when you're live before you actually go live.
Yeah.
I also I opted for a white.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Chilling.
I see.
I don't normally wear white
Neither do I.
tops at all, but
Color one.
I was going through all the Black Rasslin merch, and I got a white piece of Docta D. Docta D always out in the field. I've got a white one of these. I got a white one of the Bad News Brown. There was another one that was a white. I got a white Black Rasslin meme. It's a couple random white ones. I have to pull those out every now and again. Docta D.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sir.
What up, family? How y'all doing?
Things are well.
Are you in the hotel lobby or something? Where are you at right now, Doc?
We are at BlerdCon. We are at the location where BlerdCon is. BlerdCon Control Center. I love using the old school term control center. That's how I'm feeling like right now. So,
does that make you Cobra Commander? Like, what is
Come on, you know how WCW used to do, NWA used to do when it come to pay-per-view. Gotta be in Blurred season. I love the fact that I'm in Blurred season. When it's Blurred season, I'm already in happy place mode. Mimi, Cal, I really wish y'all were here. I want the whole Black Rasslin to be here next year. For real. Is everybody on here? Is everybody on here?
That was my plan.
Is Dripping Math incognito? Are they hiding or are they?
They're not around right now. They
okay.
spirit right now. But that's actually a really good
Negro town.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. I think that's a really good aspiration though to try and get the whole squad out.
We need
2023. That'd be dope. That would be dope.
Yeah.
Would it be a Black Rasslin panel?
Listen, it's whatever. It's under the Docta D. Whatever Docta D wants, Docta D gonna have him here. The Black Rasslin is the dream panel. Those wrestling girls, the dream panel. Jabba is the dream panel. It's a family situation. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
So whoever I want, that's who's gonna be here. That's all
right.
it is.
I love it. He said Docta D said it's whatever.
Doc, what's the folks rolling in already? I see a lot of melanated folks walking behind you in the background.
That's it.
The people rolling in, they getting ready to party because I got a feeling.
Yeah.
Listen,
You know. Listen. I just posted, fam. If you didn't just see it, I just posted that the Big O himself is here. Orlando Jones just arrived, so he is in the building right now as we speak. Yes. Dr. Lee and Docta D reunited, rekindled. We haven't talked since the Congressional Black Caucus, so it was real good seeing him in the place today. So he is already in the building.
That's what's happening. Listen, tomorrow I'm packing the fam mobile down. I'm having me a bottle of Crown Royal and whatever else is in my knapsack and heading down the road, man. I will see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it is gonna be lit. You already know.
I love it. Doc, there was a panel. I mean, there was a flyer that I saw the other day. Hold on,
you better post it. You already know. You already know.
Let me hold on one sec. Don't let me disrespect Docta D. Hold on one sec, Doc. Because look at this. It's called the Dream Panel.
Look at that.
Every
called the Dream Panel. We got Corey. We got Janelle. We got Brian H. Waters.
Yeah.
We got
my man X. My man X man. He's one of my core members. The original Dream Panel from we started it back at the second BlerdCon because the first BlerdCon, if anybody that was there, it was very small at the time, and there was no wrestling panel. There was only one guy that was wearing a Bullet Club shirt. That's what it was back then. So when I asked BlerdCon, I said, "Yo, would y'all be interested in a wrestling panel?" And they was like, "We had one, but nobody showed." I said, "No problem. I got you, and the rest is history. Been doing it every year, and every year, BlerdCon has grown, fam. You were there last year. You seen how every year it becomes standing room only. So this one is definitely going to be a home run again. A home run again.
That's amazing. That's amazing that it's grown from what it was not to what it is now. That's amazing.
Yes. So as you can see, people are checking in. People are going to be chilling and so forth. And I'm already, it's always family when you're here at BlerdCon, and that's why I always appreciate how they looked out for me. BlerdCon, like Black Rasslin Fest, has opened doors for me to open doors, as most of y'all know, and that's what this weekend is going to be really about. Of course, we're going to talk about the latest in wrestling, but what I want to do the term "give me your flowers," give them their flowers. I don't want that to be just a saying, just a cliche. I know how to give my flowers, and this weekend is going to be just about showcasing the guests, showcasing what Black Rasslin is all about. For those who don't know Black Rasslin, we got Larry Legend, CZW Hall of Famer, greatest ring announcer of the Indies. He's coming. Blake Thomas Blizz, who has been pro wrestling's best kept secret, will be in the building. And tomorrow, fam, our queen, Britt Waters will be in the house.
Yes,
Britt Waters.
Britt Waters will be in the house.
Hey, Britt, you drinking Crown Royal with me tomorrow? I promise you will.
Yes.
Between whatever seltzer
fact,
drink she got, I'm sorry.
Hold on one sec. Hey, Doc, I've never, I've seen you out in the wild a few times.
Yeah.
I've never seen you partake in any alcoholic beverages. Are you a drinker or you don't drink at all?
No, sir. All. Y'all handle that. I'm the driver. I'm always the driver.
I appreciate that.
No gimmicks. No gimmicks.
Well, the gimmick is I don't drink. That's the gimmick.
I respect it.
For those
straight edge Doc.
For those that just asked, there you go. For those that just asked about what BlerdCon is basically the blackest Comic-Con in the East Coast, and there's a lot of them. But yes, fandoms, anime, comics, pop culture, it's all here, and it's definitely for the black nerd, the blerd, hence the term BlerdCon. And of course, it's diverse. So if y'all in the house, check us out this weekend.
You be making those T-shirts yourself?
Do I? Oh no, not these. But you know what's so funny, Cal? Over the years, I've always made a custom for myself as a teaser, maybe for a seller and so forth. So I always do one every year. The last one that I did that I'm gonna wear again, I don't have a problem being called a mark, being that I've always referred to myself as the original wrestling mark of excellence. So that's also been my gimmick. So being that I'm a fan of the Blackish universe, the Ishverse, as I call it, Blackish, Mark, Blackish, Grownish, the last one, mixed-ish, all of this. So I have a shirt that says Markish. That says
that's dope.
Yeah. That's been what I call my tour, as I mentioned, celebrating my legacy. Once again, I call it the Markish tour. Going to all the places like Black Rasslin Fest and BlerdCon is always like the home base.
It was good to see Doc the other day too. It was good to see the other day.
You call it your dream panel, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of pro wrestlers, pro wrestling fans, marks, if you will, that kind of, really kind of dig into what's negative about pro wrestling, and they're always posting about what they like. The cool thing about Doc is, if you aren't familiar with Doc, is Doc focuses on the positive for the most part, man. And shout out to you for that. But the dream part of the dream panel, what other kind of things are you doing in pro wrestling other than hosting the panel during the year? Like, what you got coming up? What you got going on?
Well, the thing is, a reason why I call it the Dream Panel is it's always a vision of having the best of the best. You know what I mean? And for those who may be familiar or not familiar, or maybe less familiar with who the best of the best is, when they come to BlerdCon, they see who's doing the thing. They see who's making the moves, because it's always an aspiration of somebody that's sitting in those attendance seats that are saying that they want to do what we're doing, whether it's being a pro wrestler, whether it's being a content creator, podcaster, however you want to call it. Oh, one addition. I knew I was going to forget somebody. Saturday, Amber Rodriguez will also be on the Dream Panel. So Amber Rodriguez will be in the house Saturday too. So.
Nice.
The mad esthetician.
Yes.
I found out about BlerdCon through a post that Fam made last year, and I think that's how I started. I put the 2 and 2 connection with him and BRP initially. And BlerdCon, and I said I was gonna go down, but I couldn't make it down this time.
Don't worry, I got you next year. Just let me know.
No, yeah,
you got one of the best of the best.
Yes. Oh, you are. I wanted to meet you at Black Rasslin Fest. I was talking
about Fam being one of the best of the best.
Well, you are too. I'm not. That's neither here nor there.
Collective.
Yes.
I just get drunk and talking to a microphone a couple times a week.
But let me tell you, because there was a couple. Let me tell you, when we was at Black Rasslin Fest, mind you, I show up and everybody got things. I went to Doc's table. Doc got the TV up. He got the throwback footage playing. He got his it's one thing to be like on the timeline scrolling and seeing somebody doing stuff, but to see Doc standing next to those wrestling girls who were sitting right next to Wrestling Realm. But I will say this, my hope, because I love being in a room with a lot of dope creators from the community. My hope is that for events like BlerdCon and going on in the future, we get more of. If you listen to a podcast, if you just love wrestling and you want to be around people, come out. It's cool to have a room full of podcasters, but you also want to bounce those ideas off to just like we have the chat. It's a reciprocal exchange at a certain point, and I would love to see everybody really embracing that, and not just the people who are already trying to push it at the forefront.
That's right.
What I love about how the community has grown, Cal, is the fact that, this pandemic really exposed us to who else is out there. Because, like I said, when I started it, doing this 15 years ago, it was crickets. It wasn't really a lot of us,
Right.
Of course, as I started doing this, here comes Brian and Blake and Larry and lots of others in the early days. And the thing is, I'm going to be really pushing the fact that and people can say what they want. I mean, we already legends. I'm just
facts.
We already legends. And my theme this year is basically, if you love it, learn of it, and get to your legends early. Get to them early. I'm giving a little speech of a little saying of what I'm going to do on my speech. What inspired me recently was I was at the Smithsonian American Museum, and I got to be at Chuck D's speaking engagement. And if anybody knows me, knows that I am 100% Public Enemy. They are my favorite all-time hip-hop group. And he has a book out called The Songs That Shook the Planet. And it made me think about BRP 50 and everybody that does these lists and so forth like that. And my thing is, he didn't have the ones that he chose, he ain't have a lot of room yet. It's like he got to put another volume up. But the thing that I learned about what he's doing is like he said, if you really love hip hop, learn its history. learn his history. If you really love black wrestling, learn of their history. I'm giving this weekend. I want fam to tell the history of black wrestling. I want fam to tell the sacrifices. I want fam to tell all of that. You know what I mean? And not just not just BRP 50, but how did they get together? Right. Janelle, I want Janelle to tell how Jobber Tears got it. Because listen, I go on the YouTubes and I go back to the very first episode and see how everybody has grown. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna expose some things. but
I might be glad I'm not there.
I see Doc now. He was like, "This is when fam had hair."
Exhibit A, right here. That's funny.
Yes.
It's the first time he was drinking Crown Royal on the podcast. This the 135th time Crown Royal on the podcast.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Doc, did you? It was going to be a little teaser for a bigger discussion later, but
go ahead.
Are you pro or against Theory? Like when Theory, yes, when Theory wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, were you like dope, or were you like, eh?
No. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because Theory is whether good, bad, or indifferent, however anybody feels about it. When Vince is really behind you, you are that model next guy, and that's how I look at Theory. I mean, I've seen Theory, and when he was at Evolve here in at MCW and so forth like that. I got again, it's one of those guys that I got to early, and Theory has that X factor. And the thing I say is, if you really got heat, then you already know that you're over.
Right.
You already know that you're over. And Theory, yeah. He in theory, how he's going to cash in, I have no idea. I hope he doesn't, let's say, cash in on Cody. That would be real heat right there. Let's say Cody wins Mania. Wins Mania, and Theory cashes it in. But it would set up something but a Cody Theory feud would be really good.
It's funny you mentioned Cody. I haven't even been thinking about past Roman. Like in any scenario I have with Theory, it's just been, and then he gets beat by Roman. I'm not thinking about this man holding the belt for holding the briefcase for however long it takes for Roman to. I mean, he's got a year, but I wonder. It makes me wonder how they're going to play it.
Yeah. What is this? Just keep the teenage girl away from him. Again, I have no idea who is that. Who is that? Oh gosh, is it another one of those Bamas I got to block?
Nah, don't worry about it, Doc. Don't worry about it. You good. Okay. Hey, look. If it ain't on the screen, it don't even count.
I was gonna say sometimes the chat stay in the chat, but I mean, it's,
all right. Maybe you know what I do.
Well, Doc, I was gonna say maybe after you get when you in your hotel room chilling, if you wanted to do a Google search, or I could send you a link, but we ain't gonna worry about that.
Okay.
Only because I do not know. Again.
Yeah. I get it.
God, Doc, you don't drink. There's no gimmicks. You a coffee man? Like, how do you? Because you're everywhere. I saw you in New York. You in DC. You probably gonna be somewhere else. Every time a wrestler has a birthday, I see a photo of them and Doc. And it ain't from like the last 5 years. It's from like 15 years ago. Doc had hair.
You saw the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. Hey, like I see it on the top. I appreciate it because I love, just like shouts out to Trady from We Love Wrestling. Yeah. That man, he goes to all the conventions. He meets the wrestlers, and he's got it's dope to see that history. But what are you gonna say, fam?
How do you be around all these wrestlers and you don't drink nothing? Because they drink everything.
Oh, I mean,
all the drinks, pills.
I just don't.
On their nose, they get busy. All of them.
You never.
They know I'm good. They know I'm good.
And you've never touched a drop of alcohol?
I'm not going to pretend to say that I haven't. Okay. Maybe along, of course, if I'm at church, there's communion, and maybe when I was at a wedding doing a toast, that's it. But nah, I'm not.
Stop bringing up old stuff. You don't know what that.
I mean, ain't
no transgression.
Ain't no shame, man.
Ain't no shame.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely not. I know how crazy the 80s could have got.
Right.
80s. I was round in the 80s.
Yeah. You're not talking about alcohol. No, but Doc. So how do you stay? Is it just the passion and the love of pro wrestling that keeps you motivated to go, or is it just the wanting to get the content? Like, what is it still about pro wrestling that's got you going to BlerdCon, to setting up these panels, and going to the Black Wrestle Fest, and going wherever you go to be around the sport?
Let me piggyback on that question, because I feel like you and Corey, of course, you're Corey's uncle, right?
Yes.
And so you and Corey, now I see, like, when I listen to Corey, I automatically now associate Corey to you now, because he has so much knowledge. And I feel like once Corey gets to that next phase of his life, he's going to be a doc. Like, he's going to be a doc.
Quiet as it's kept, he already is. because
he doesn't like, he's modest about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But the knowledge that's in his head, every time you say something, I go back. He says something, I go back to you.
Yeah. I mean, to have him grow up around me and my cousins, watching wrestling over the years, and pretty much, with him being able to still be that fan after all these years, and I know I've told this story before. At a point where he almost stopped watching was when the Undertaker put Ultimate Warrior in the casket.
I've been there.
And I never saw how that it affected him that much. And then just I think around his birthday, when I got him some more wrestlers, I got him Dusty Rhodes, I got him Demolition, and he came back around again.
The other thing that Brother Doc and Brother Corey have in common are terrible decisions, terrible choices in football teams, right? This is the one thing I love both these gentlemen. It's the one thing, come September, we are not cool on Sundays, all rooting against each other. You know what I'm saying? We got to find a Giant fan. We got to find a Giant fan and a wrestling fan that can go all in the same, because we got to have a whole division. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got to get together this coming football season and watch some.
I love it. Yeah.
Have a bunch of arguments, man.
Wait, Cal, did you get an answer to your question? I'm sorry.
No, but you know what's funny? I thought up a different question. All right, you mentioned that Corey was about to get out the game when Undertaker went was about to kill Ultimate Warrior on the show. Yeah. I remember being mad when this man lost the Ultimate Warrior. I was pissed. I threw all that shit in the trash. But that's funny. I was. But I wonder, Doc, what's your moment? What's your Undertaker burying Ultimate Warrior? Did you ever have that moment? You're like, you know what? You're so wrapped up. You're so frustrated with the angle that I don't want to watch this. Because you were OG in this game. You were OG in this game.
There are times where I just had my tap out moments, just because it's not, I'm not sensitive to it at the moment, but I always just kind of keep up with it and so forth. I have those dry spurts and so forth. I think the time when I was at a point where I wasn't trying to watch it anymore was, I think, Halloween Havoc. I think it was Halloween Havoc. Speaking of Warrior and Hogan, that rematch that was the worst.
The worst.
The worst.
Worst build up, worst match. Yeah.
But on top of that, I really would have loved for DDP to have beaten Goldberg that night, because that was everything. But the fact that you knew that Goldberg was going to win and so forth like that, and the way the outcome came, it was like that kind of made me just like, yeah,
they were ready. But Doc, they were ready for Goldberg to be that guy. They were itching for. They needed that. They, especially with Stone Cold down the road, they needed a guy like that.
But what hurt that was the following month being 2 months after that, it would have been Starrcade, and I was just referring back to what I was saying at Black Rasslin Fest about being at Starrcade '97, and for someone and again for it to come out about Goldberg and Sting, right. I was like, if you really looked at Starrcade '97 and Starrcade '98, it was definitely night and day, because Starrcade '98 to me was the worst Starrcade I ever attended compared to how hot it was at '97. And on top of that, Goldberg lost. Yeah. Goldberg lost. The streak ended. So, and you can tell that the budget at WCW was going through was not at its best, because it was booty. Let me just put it that way.
What a time! Have you ever read like those Death of WCW books? Like they're really just like week to week how awful it was. Like the way the ratings went, and because they had a point, they had a lot of. My nephew
is being healed right now. Just
damn! He said he's no one's understudy.
Well, look what he's got on in that goddamn picture. That's not a word. It's a full shoot. I see what you got on, Corey. Hey, Corey, respectfully, turn that phone over for me.
Sheesh. Is that some of the banter we're gonna see at the Dream Panel?
Probably so, because Corey and I always have that. I could embarrass him more. Trust me. I got the video. I got the old video. So he already know.
Yeah, I've only seen dreadlocks, Corey. If you got some fade Corey pictures, we would definitely put those right on the Titantron. It'll be an amazing day.
Thanks. Damn, Doc, I hate to do this. I'm gonna have to kick you out though.
Oh, it's that time.
I mean,
I don't get to hear Mav's freestyle.
I don't know. I know Mav said he was going to be running a little bit behind schedule. I don't know when that man is going to be around, but
yes, sir.
What, Doc? One of these days we have to get you on the show proper. Just like a real good sit down, a real good history.
Maybe a story together.
Yes. You will want the firm on. You will want.
That's
I'm not going to sit here and watch or the Eagles jersey for 3 hours.
I was going to say. That sounds like Patreon content.
You wear your cowgirls. I got on my red skin. Yeah, I said it.
Is that still a thing?
Listen.
I thought that was just a bunch of guys that play football together.
Listen. My dad's ancestors are Native American. I ain't tripping.
I respect it. I respect it.
But
I'm gonna be honest. The Redskins, whatever the connotation, is a lot better than the Commanders. To be honest.
The Cobra Commanders. See, full circle.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, look. Being that said, happy birthday to the late great Chief Z. There ain't no way he would have been Commander Z. He will always be Chief Z. If you don't know Chief Z, then you don't know football. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Doc has spoken.
Yes.
This NFL talk got people going crazy in the chat. Doc, thank you for coming through again. BlerdCon 2022 this weekend, July 8th through 10th. You go to BlerdCon.com. You get badges. You get more information. I guess you can get a hotel info.
Look, these are the badges for real. These are the badges, fam. You saw it. And
Oh, what? That's dope.
All the panel will get. These are their badges. Their masks.
That's dope.
Just bring your full vaccination card, and you're good. Well, the panels are good. The panel is good.
Nice.
No, I like that though.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, let the folks know where BlerdCon is. You know what I mean?
BlerdCon is in the heart of Alexandria/Arlington, Virginia, at the Hyatt Regency at Crystal City, right outside the Reagan National Airport. So you're right across the bridge from the nation's capital. My man, what's up, Wendell? My brother.
He's the Wendell.
At HBC, my Coppin brother from Vice President of HBC UConn, he in the building. So that's him. So yeah, right here, Hyatt at the Crystal City Hyatt, right outside Reagan National Airport in Alexandria/Arlington, Virginia. Be sure to come out and have a blast with us. I call it the after party of Black Rasslin Fest. So that's what it's gonna be. That's
Nice.
Yes, sir.
All right, Doc. Thank you for coming through. Always a pleasure.
Always love. Always love.
Hey, what time is the panels? What time are the panels next tomorrow and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday, both at 6 o'clock to 7:20. And Saturday, can't forget this: the wrestling themed karaoke. The wrestling karaoke, 10 o'clock at night to 11:20. So if y'all a little tipsy, hey, you know what I mean?
I'm with it.
Get your vocals on. Hopefully y'all sound good.
I sure hope not. Nobody likes nobody to show up to karaoke sounding good. You get Gladys Knight and the Blips out of here. We want to hear somebody sound bad and
yeah, it's all about sounding terrible tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
good and terrible. Look, speak of the devil, Math just said he just got home. I'm sorry, Doc. It wasn't in the cards for tonight.
That's it. That's all good.
I apologize, but thank you for coming through. I greatly appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, Black Rasslin. Keep doing the thing.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow, Doc.
I love Doc.
Nah, Doc's dope. Doc is again, no bullshit. Seeing him at a Black Rasslin Fest and
I'll see you tomorrow. You drink Crown Royal tomorrow too. You definitely drink Crown Royal tomorrow. Don't act like that. God dang, pigeons, beagles, whatever you rooting for. I'll see you tomorrow.
I don't know.
Reggie White wasn't never right till he got to Green Bay. Never mind.
I'm
looking forward to seeing some of the folks tomorrow. It should be really fun. It should be a dope event. Last year was really cool, and just get the network and kind of touching the people. We was locked in the house for a minute. It's good to get out. It's good to kind of touch the people, and you meet folks and you see people. And listen, when y'all see me in the streets, please, man, say what's up. Please, you know what I mean. I'm the same as I am here out in these streets. So you know what I'm saying. Say what's up. You know what I mean? That fam up and all that. You know what I mean? Don't take no offense after the and when I hit this hand sanitizer after that though, because I'm saying sanitizer after everybody.
Fan was in my house on my couch and he had the Crown Royal in his bag. It's a gimmick, but it's not a gimmick if you understand what I'm saying.
You carry it everywhere.
It's the gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
It's the gimmick. What did Doc say? Doc said we already legends. Let that sink in.
Wait. You got to put the clip on.
Oh, we got it. We'll talk about that man later on too. But Jesus,
that's right. I'm a neighborhood legend.
That man was it's the gimmick is good. There's been a lot. It's been a week. Damn, is he tapped out?
Don't worry. Don't worry.
What is that? Which flavor is that?
This is the summer the Lina Kugel summer shandy.
Oh,
listen. Nice. So I found out about these at Camden Yards, which is the most beautiful baseball park in America. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It gives you a nostalgia, but it's also just a beautiful park. It's a little bit of old school mixed with modern, man. It's 25, 30-year-old park. So it's relatively young to the rest of the league, but you know what I'm saying? It's got that classic feel, man. But yeah, man, going out to Oriole games, hot day in the summer, O's getting their boots smoked by somebody because they not that good. You sip a couple of these and it won't even matter.
I remember getting lost and having to roam around that field because I got off the wrong exit by accident trying to get on 395. And I will just circle and circle. And it's just so pretty down there.
Mm-hmm. When was the last time they were good?
Never.
When Buck Showalter was there, they had a couple of years. Maybe about
Buck Showalter.
Buck Showalter, yeah, they had some good years. See, this is Corey always picked the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying?
The Nationals?
Yeah, the Washington Expos, man. You know what I mean?
I like them better when they were the Expos. Yeah. And I don't even rock with baseball that crazy.
Shout out to Miss Joy. Salute to you.
Salute to Joy. Salute to is. Wait, start. I don't
work.
I don't want to.
Talking about Usher here. This is where you get the Usher bars off.
Watch this. Yeah. That's the only one. Actually, do I have that clip? Is that a?
You gotta put that on.
No, because I made a clip again. All right, Black Rasslin YouTube. I made a clip. When I was at Black Rasslin Fest, the only thing that I really picked up on was niggas talking about chopped cheese. So I made a video about people's chopped cheese orders, and I had to download it because I gotta clip this though. I had to download it because there was one part where somebody was making a confession, you see, and I had to watch this. But that's what happens when I'm sitting there editing videos at 2 in the fucking morning or whatever time it was.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna try something real quick.
Piece of StreamYard. What if I started rapping? Hey yo.
Off the top rope. Selling new dope because it's Tuesday.
So earlier I was setting this very StreamYard up. And when I log in, StreamYard's like, yo, you now have the ability to upload your own background music. And I swear to God, I was like, nigga, I had to hit up fam. Like, are you serious? This is gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen, but that shit's gonna change the game. It's them giving us the ability to have music in here is gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Oh, and I got
shoot your whole face off. Boo 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 boo.
Shoot your whole face off. Watch this.
Oh, I love that.
Watch this. Hey. Yeah, this beat is kind of hard though, ain't it?
Hey yo.
Oh shit. That's good. That's the loop right there. Yeah, we kind of just ain't here posting until I get this Ursher pulled up.
Yeah, what y'all on this week, man?
They messed up. That's
all week, bro. All week.
The whole timeline. I mean, and people's jokes is funny, but it's like the whole week has got to be that. The whole week.
I was about to tweet something. I was like, and I got distracted, so I was like, damn.
Yo, some senator or whatever ended up niggas like, oh, the meme already jumped the show.
Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah. Nah, it's gonna keep going. I know the internet.
But you see, it's the thing is memes like that, they're so easy. Like this, like you can come up with like 5 or 6 different things off the top. Right. I would go on Instagram and it would be carousels of tweets with basically the same jokes. I've not even watched the Tiny Desk concert.
Oh my God!
I don't know. Did he at least sing the song well? I don't know. All I know is
I love Tiny Desk. Do you watch Tiny Desk like sometimes? I absolutely love Tiny Desk, and when I see clips, unfortunately, is when I'm like, "Ooh, who was on Tiny Desk?" And then I'll just kind of like run through it. That was a good one. I think folks are wondering why him and Chris Brown haven't done a verses yet. And when I surveyed my niece, who's about 32-ish. She says she thinks that it's because although Usher is a great performer and they are allies, Chris Brown has a bigger catalog than him. But I don't think that matters. I kind of feel like
Chris Brown's got a bigger catalog because he'd be releasing like 40-song albums though. Like
40 songs, right. After Heartbreak, I feel like Heartbreak was like 40 songs, right? 40, 45?
You say Heartbreak. I don't know what that is. That's a song?
No, it's an album. It's an album, and it was a good one, but it was a lot. It was a lot of songs. I feel like they have enough songs together to really like fix what happened with Mario, Omarion, and Ray J that happened last week.
A black man tonguing down a watermelon slice. That's what happened.
What?
That's
why?
Why? I don't know. I don't know why the dude that looked like Omarion had to be holding that was his brother holding the watermelon like he was holding a woman.
That was Omarion.
He's eating the water. He's licking his fingers and shit. Oh. And like, why? Like, I get it.
I don't.
Guess who's back? Back again.
I told y'all niggas.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Let me keep it 100.
I'm sorry. We should probably start the show. I don't know where Math is. Math will be here soon, I guess. But I could really sit here and just play fucking drops all day. But let's fucking
in the side of the World Wide Web. We listed.
I'm saying, like, I will really sit here and just start the damn show.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed part of All-Star Wrestling.
That track is a vibe.
That track is hard. Welcome back. There's a lot of black excellence in that intro. Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast.
Black excellence.
He would have clearly. God is still working on us. As always, it's your boy Cal. I may not have my title, but you could just call me Mr. Money in the Bank, your current 4-time reigning, defending BRP predictions champion, representing RockTheDub.com, the Black Rasslin Podcast, and everything in between. As you can see, the squad is on the line. Mimi, please say what's good to the people.
I'm gonna tell you what's not good. What's not good is I keep coming in 1 point behind and not winning this title.
Not my fault.
And I want to know who keeps tripping me up.
Are you serious?
Yes, he is. He's very.
Is you serious?
Oh yes, I am.
No, I'm talking. Hold on, pardon me. If you're not watching on YouTube, no. I'm sorry, Mimi. I'm sorry. If you're not watching on YouTube and you heard what sound like all the plastic, all the Ruffles chips, all up in your earphones, he has not announced himself yet. But my brother is also on the line. Mimi, or did you have anything else to say? I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's EST. It's Mimi. She keep coming one more time. One more time. I keep coming behind y'all. One more time.
Don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. fam.
Yo, IlFam79, your social media choice. Former champion. Quite hurt. I definitely cried in the car. That's you know what I mean? That's why, Cal, that's why them slides ain't fit.
They really did not fit. Is they still in here? I got a whole pair of flops. Want to put them bitches on? They said nope.
Yeah, that's the case niggas used to sell cocaine out of in Spike Lee movies in the 80s.
It's got fake money in this bitch. Look at this shit.
Money.
$100, bro.
Money.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize. Piece to piece.
Cal.
Pop.
Cal.
Nothing, Haribo. Slurping.
Everybody saying they want the old math, but the new improved math hit like Tyson off the jab. At Math Damon.
Who you yelling at?
Damon.
About to get in trouble, yo. Watch.
Damon.
I forgot to turn my light on. I'm sorry. All right, let's get the show started.
I got a light today.
I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't my fault that this happened so early into the pay-per-view. I'm gonna tell you like this. When I threw on Money in the Bank, and one of the first images I saw was Liv Morgan face looking like she just got the best news in the world, I said, it's going to be a good night for the Jersey. For the Jersey, it's going to be a real good night. And I'm sorry. If I had to pick Theory to be in the men's Money in the Bank, it would have only been that much better. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. What did y'all think about the pay-per-view overall, though?
It was solid.
I heard it was good.
It was good. It was good.
It was a good. I enjoyed it for them. I wasn't bored for the most part.
Hey, y'all niggas giving this the most backhanded compliments.
Very
solid is like calling a woman sturdy. She's a very sturdy young lady.
The thing is like I love.
That's a compliment.
I love the fact that the WWE is saying, fuck it, we're going to give the briefcase to these new people. We're going to push them. But it was also in the math for predictions champ. How? He got to win. But it's also a match where, because Shotzi was trying to do everything. Everything. And it was not her night. She was not connected.
They came in here. T-Math and Moo came in this motherfucker looking like a Just For Me commercial.
They want to see it's a whole line upstairs. They came down. Look what we did. Did she turn? You got the slow motion machine so she could be like,
you know when the motherfucking curls go like this?
Yeah.
And them bitches be bouncing.
I was gonna say, was they bouncing?
Them bitches was bouncing like, oh
yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
I was saying you Wu-Tang.
They said you only live once. I tried to tell y'all. A while ago.
I did not foresee
this. This is a lie, Vaughn. This is a lie.
Oh, MVP.
Oh, that's definitely a lie.
MVP. She's the winner. She's the Ms. Money in the Bank, and she is your current SmackDown Women's Champion.
That is correct.
MVP. MVP's a little
MVP.
Shouts to Liv.
I think that the women's Money in the Bank match was the weakest match on the card.
I can see that. No, I can see that.
That was the weakest match on the card. But
yep.
But the Ronda Rousey, Charlotte, Natalia match was one of the best matches on the card.
Shouts out to Natalia.
That was fire. That match was fire. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Natty.
That was the best match of the night.
That was one. Someone in there is an MVP. That's one of the MVPs of Money in the Bank. I mean, come on. Is it Dawkins? Let's talk about it.
Dawkins was the MVP of the next night when that nigga dove over like the boy off the Simpsons.
I got the picture. He got the same. He had a similar dive the night before.
That nigga landed on his feet too. Like Seth.
He landed on his feet.
Whoever shouts out to the photographer at the WWE because they caught the most perfect still shot of that. Because they're not touching no rope.
No,
it just looked like somebody.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's taking. Shit.
Yo, it was. Nah, it wasn't. You can't single out nobody in that match as the MVP. They all
say the MVP dive right here.
They all put on.
My question is, if you are at that point, right, in your jump, would it like you gotta have some sort of torque in your hips, like to get all the way over to your feet? Because at that size, it looked like he was going in first,
right into the ground.
It looked like he ain't even jump. It looked like he just fell off the ring. Like that.
It does.
Yo, that looked like when he got right there. He said, "Yeah, I ain't gonna make it."
right.
All over the back, he said, "Thank God your boys is down there to kiss me." Because
this is what it was at this point. He knew
I wasn't gonna make it over. But the problem is, yo, he got that he do some kind of tuck and roll, and they told him this is nobody on top on the other side or something. He get it over.
Yeah, he's still an athlete.
No, it's funny to say, but again, because I think I saw it that night, but then I think, like Fam said, people really, because he got to have a little run. His hot tags have been good, but he got a really good run on Raw on Monday night. And
starting to see it. But I'm starting to see it in other places. So we start to see everybody sees Montez putting on the muscle, right? Now we're seeing them putting some sort of investment in the matches into Dawkins because they want both these guys to have solo value for some reason.
You see that?
This is after SummerSlam?
It depends on how much they can get done.
Because they got to run that back. They have to run that back.
Listen, the countdown was 35 a couple weeks ago, 25 more pounds on that nigga's shoulders.
They already built it. Him and Bobby Lashley they had the niggas up in the suplex talking this shit. Bobby was the one that fell back first.
Yo, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? That nigga name is Reddy B, you know, Angelo Neidhart.
But wait. I mean, Angelo's gonna have a better going than a Madcap Moss.
I don't know. They like him for some reason. They really like him.
He's been here forever.
Who, Angelo? Angelo fares better than JTG if they split up.
Yes.
How high does he go? Is he
had a decent career, yo.
JTG has a better career now than he did in them years where he was a singles wrestler in the WWE, though. You setting up Peter?
If they do, who turns on who?
If they do, they better have Dawkins turn on Mans because he needs a story.
But the story is the crowd gets behind him.
That's your
answer,
get
that
man.
goddamn your heel.
I see it the other way.
I mean, but everybody sees it the other way. That's why I think it's gonna go the other way.
Fuck that. I'm talking about me. I feel like they just like they got Bobby being the cheer for babyface right now. They have Montez standing right next to him. I saw the vision there. I feel like they could do. I'm not saying Doc is going to be a HBK barbershop window type situation, but it could be like a Seth Rollins stabbing the Shield in the back situation. It just depends on what the motivation is.
I disagree because it's easier for Montez to be like. I don't think he has a character at all. But I think it's going to Montez.
Let me ask you a question.
Most tag team wrestlers don't have characters, though.
But
But I see a bunch of people talking like he's that he didn't display anything. So when I see people saying, "Oh, he's the star," "Oh, he's the star," you're saying that because he's doing the flashy maneuver.
So he does the frog splash.
So where is the cap? Like they say he's the star off of that, but I'm also assuming y'all see some kind of character in him.
I don't think they're looking at the whole thing. Yeah, exactly.
So you see charisma.
I think they're seeing potential and talent. I don't think they're seeing a fully made star yet.
No.
So again, I'm gonna say, because I don't see it's going to be easier for him to play a heel. I'm going to say that.
Okay.
Because when we've seen him as a face, and we've seen him the last year and a half sit where?
They've been on that tweener shit. It's been weird.
They just been sitting. They just been chilling, right?
They've been teasing some. There was a point where they were teasing some heelish type shit.
They teased something at the pay-per-view, didn't they?
The point is,
it's been. I'm saying for like the last 6 months, it's been back and forth. Sometimes it's been faces, sometimes it's been heels.
The point is, the last 6 months, these niggas been in limbo.
Yeah, it's because of
the last 2 years they've been in limbo.
Yeah, that's because of the writing.
But my other question is, well, no, because I have another question that's outside of all of this because Montez is married to Bianca Belair. Are they ready to have what could potentially be a singles power? I'm saying a singles power couple split up because I don't think they're going to have her with a heel husband, not on TV.
They've done it before, but not together. But they've done it before.
Yeah, they had them separate.
No, they had them. I'm saying that, but she's sewing their clothes.
Yeah, she's
that's real life though.
Clothes.
But
Dawkins clothes.
But I thought she was. She didn't sew she didn't sew this.
No, what I'm saying is she's still gonna sew his clothes.
And they got that from the Under Armour outlet.
She gonna
I can put these. If I get these, I can put them with these, and this will kill them in the ring. You know what I mean? Give me that Florida State. Give me the Florida State. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Shoes is those. What's she wearing?
I
Is
hate
those pumps?
Them look like football pants. Them
Nah,
those
those
look
pants,
like
those
Annapolis.
Those are the pants son wear when they tossing the cheerleaders up.
Oh, other cheerleaders. I thought you were talking about after the game.
So
much.
Nah, but for real, Uso Street Profits was the match of the night.
Where we rank Usos in tag teams right now?
They up there. They up there. Who's number one?
FTR.
I like Dax Harwood more than what's his name, Max Casher, whatever is his team, the Mullet Man.
Fax Dasher.
I like Dax.
Casher Weiler.
Dax need to be.
You don't even got no hair.
Look, I like when I can see myself on TV.
Shout out to Zell.
Did you just say that?
Nah, but
I ain't seen only the FTR get themselves over pretty well. Anybody else?
Yes. They're technical wrestlers, and
the Usos have gotten everybody they've touched over.
Nigga, they ain't wrestled nobody different. They've been wrestling the same people. They literally wrestled the same people for the last 2 years.
Oh, cause I mean WWE doesn't care about tag teams, but they wrestled everybody over there.
That ain't got nothing. They wrestled the same people for 2 years. We watched FTR leave WWE, come to AEW, wrestle everybody in AEW, wrestle everybody in WWE, and then wrestle everybody in ROH.
I don't remember an FTR Usos match that I cared about.
That's fine. That's you. I'm telling you who my opinion.
Can you agree? Okay, sorry.
For number one is FTR, and I gave you the reason why.
But can we agree that the Usos have helped elevate the guys that are there? in the ring.
Despite the writing, yep, absolutely. I think what they do over, absolutely. What they do,
I mean,
because it's obvious they don't care about tag team wrestling much over there. But every time somebody gets in a feud with the Usos,
and then because those matches is always up, But
who are the people in the feuds with the Usos?
My point is those people that are in the feuds with the Usos were never really on that level with the Usos and the New Day.
Like
and
who?
So now, I don't know.
The
Street
New Day.
Profits.
They've been. It's been a lot of Arcade Bro. It's been a lot of, but again, I mean, there's only it's 5 teams. So right. Name the 5 teams. That's what they've been wrestling.
So what I'm saying is, regardless of the fact, they keep giving these guys in terms of the Street Profits. The Street Profits. Name another match that was super good that you're like, okay, that was match of the night. Can you name a match that they did?
He said that was MVP of the night. He said
Usos?
No, outside of Money in the Bank.
The Usos?
No, Street Profits.
Shit with the New Day. But then we doing the same thing.
That was a minute ago too.
We're doing the exact same thing.
Because what FTR has been allowed to do is go to every promotion and wrestle the best folks on a roster. That's it. I mean, that's cool.
But they've been fired. So you gonna tell me because these niggas wrestled
fire subject,
bro?
But
hold on, Cal. Which is Randy Orton, who we can argue is one of the better wrestlers in the federation for the last couple years.
Where's he rank as a tag team wrestler?
Matt Riddle, who's also one of the better wrestlers, right?
Mm-hmm.
The New Day, who consists of Kofi Kingston, Big E, and the other guy, the up, down, nigga. Right?
Shouts out to King Woods.
And then you have
King Woods.
And then you have the Street Profits.
Right.
Where are their matches outside of that?
Well,
I've named all great wrestlers.
Alpha Academy.
But even still.
Mm-hmm. They were trying to, and the other guys, those big guys. What are they?
The Viking Raiders?
The Room Raiders? They wrestle.
Room Raiders. Yeah, so they wrestle, but I think that the other point I think is because
how good they are is they keep just throwing randoms at them. You know what I mean? They cooking with ramen most weeks.
That's
you sending these niggas out. You sending FTR out with all the wherever they going to the territories. They're going to. They going to all these instead of like talking through it, kind of listening, be straight.
Hey, yo, stop it, my nigga, stop. Because we had this conversation before. Go ahead, kick your shit.
No, I said it.
Kick your shit.
I think the other thing with the Usos is how long have they been on top of the WWE scene?
Nobody remembered Alpha Academy and the Usos match out of the 4 of us, except for Mimi. Mimi brought that up. Mm-hmm. Does anybody remember the match?
I don't remember Alpha Academy match.
I don't remember the match, but I know that they went against each other. And I remember the timeline was saying that the match was fire. My point is what Fam was trying to say. It's not that, and I'm not discounting your opinion either. I'm not discounting. I think FTR is the number 1 tag team in the country. Okay. In all of tag team champions or tag teams, FTR 100%. But what I'm saying is we can agree that the Usos, if you put them in the ring with anybody, just like the New Day, you put them in the ring with anybody. If there is one person in there that's falling short, they will help elevate them collectively. And that's what they did with the Street Profits. The Street Profits, when they had the belts, in my opinion, they were falling flat. And that's why they haven't had the belt for 2 years. In my opinion, if they were like that, if Montez was like that, they would have had the belt.
So what
runs into babyface championship
unless I missed something, was that when the Usos wrestle whoever they wrestle,
they help elevate.
They put on, period, regardless of who they wrestle. What I'm saying is, I don't remember these matches.
Okay.
So when I say FTR has went out and wrestled the best tag teams and had the best matches everywhere they've been, to me, that would make them the best tag team.
But I think the only problem is it's not the same test. Because like you said,
they're already good.
Let me finish. Like you said, they're going to ROH, they're going to AAA, they're going to A. They've been able to wrestle everybody. So A, that's going to make you better, but B, it shows that they're that team. They've got 3 tag team titles right now. I understand it. Yeah, I think the flip side is the Usos are good and very good in a situation where they're hitting a fucking ceiling, where it was a situation where they couldn't be a tag team, so Mans had to help his cousin be the top dog on the mountain. I'm not saying, but that's the only reason why I say it's unfair, because it's hard. It's not the same test, only because FTR clearly has a much more diverse roster, while the Usos just put on consistently with the band of cats that they have that are able to wrestle with. I get what you're saying, but it's tough to really do like a 1-to-1 because it's not the same. It's not the same criteria.
I see it as teaching, right? FTR, now that you kind of broke it down for me a little bit, but both of you have, FTR has consistently wrestled people that were on their level, if not above. And what I'm saying is the Usos made, outside of the New Day and Randy Orton and Riddle, because they're stars, individually they're stars.
That's the team they had to make, right?
Right. So I think that when you put a what's the big guy's name in Alpha Academy, when you put him in with Gable, who's already good, but when you put him in with Gable and then you put the Street Profits, who are still learning, because they're not really natural wrestlers, they're still learning, and you see the trajectory in the ring with the Usos. Like you can see it's almost like Natty teaching, giving basically Ronda Rousey the best match since he's been back. It's a testament to that person of how they can help that person, help the next person elevate to the next level, or help them see okay, maybe do it this way, maybe do it that way. And it almost masks because everybody's talking about how great Dawkins was. I mean, that's nice that he's getting all these accolades, but in my mind, I still feel like he's still green. Does that make sense?
If the Street Profits were to split up today, how much work does Dawkins have to do to be on his own?
I don't think it much matters what he does. At that company, it matters what the booking does. He could play whatever part they give him to the best of his ability. If they don't give him quality material, it's gonna fall flat. Because the problem over there is if the writing team gets you, they can get you over. If the writing team don't know nothing about you, like if you black and it ain't a Kaz over there, I hope you got some good ideas for yourself.
Y'all hope Omos got some good ideas for him,
right?
Well, they can book a classic Monster here. I think that's easy. He got a guy who doesn't fit successful archetype of some sort, it's gonna be trouble.
Is Omos close to getting a title? Like he got you think it's gonna be Omos Bobby at some point? Assuming Bobby retains it.
We already did that.
But what I'm saying is he's a U.S. champion now, though. I mean, is Omos going to be like how? Because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Omos was like they had to throw the ladders on him. They had to throw him through a table in that match. Like they had to do a lot to stop this man, right? Like at some point he's got to have a title.
You were impressed? Is that
No,
what you're saying?
no. Actually, I wasn't.
I believe they're gonna have to. They're gonna keep him strong until they get a babyface champ, like main event quality guy that they can think of, they can bring around to where they have to feed the monster heel to him, where Omos is going to look unbeatable, and until that babyface champ, he doesn't talk well enough, but he's good at the traditional like monster heel.
You gonna say something, man?
You wasn't impressed
with the Money in the Bank? No, I knew what I was gonna. I knew that.
I ain't know.
There's the Money in the Bank isn't made for people Omos size. He don't need to climb the title the ladder to get the briefcase. He right there. I knew he wasn't winning that match. So what do you do?
Did you know that he was going to show like he did?
Did I know that he was going to throw people around and then have to get buried under ladders? Yeah.
You knew that?
I feel like that's if I was WWE and was booking a Braun Strowman or an Omos or one of those guys that isn't really a ladder climbing cat, not really a flippy ladder match type dude. That's how they always book them. They end up laying on the side at some point.
We had a conversation a couple months ago, and it went about something about how almost can't big man.
Okay.
Right. Saturday, it looked like he big man very well to me.
Yeah, it looked like it. And he was who was he big manning with?
I don't think that matters.
Riddle.
Does it?
Sami Zayn. I mean, you tell me. Again, just like Mimi was saying not too long ago, the timeline was talking about Street Profits, and it sounded like the timeline was talking about Street Profits because the Usos helped elevate them.
So
was Omos dancing with a bunch of good partners that could help him look like he was unstoppable?
So that was not. But hear me out. Mm-hmm. He didn't have those same partners when you were saying he wasn't a good big man.
Who was he wrestling when he was with AJ Styles? Who was the tag team? It was the New Day,
bro. It was the New Day. It was,
I don't like his offense. I'll tell you that. I straight up, I don't like his offense. I'm not really into him selling. This is the thing. I'm not selling. I'm not a fan of what Omos does. I'm not. I watched the match again, and yes, it definitely looks unstoppable.
It looked believable to me.
Well, see, that's two different things. He looks unstoppable. I don't think it's believable. I don't believe it. I don't believe him in that role. Just like at a certain point, you don't believe Braun Strowman because you can tell that it's not like.
I don't believe Braun Strowman because I saw him get punched in the face.
Facts. But you know what the problem was? Because remember, Braun Strowman was about to be up, right? And then but then they said, "Oh, Brock back? All right, Braun, you chill for a bit." And because Brock is here, we're gonna have him with The Rock. Right now, if we're talking exactly, Fam said earlier, if Omos is gonna be that heel, he needs the proper baby face with him. Right now, that means Roman got to give up one of those titles. We don't know when that's going to happen, so Omos is pretty much in a holding pattern until he can get the proper person to work with.
So I don't think they're going to put him in a holding pattern. I think what we're going to see for the next little bit is him looking very, very strong. They're going to feed him the Madcap Monsters of the world and the goddamn Dolph Zigglers of the world and niggas that we think are great. but they're going to feed him niggas, and he's going to run through these folks. And he's going to run through these folks.
Vince said Omos is going to be champion within the next 14 months. He probably will be.
I can see secondary.
I do not disagree. I don't know what that means about, my thoughts about his abilities in the ring or my thoughts about him as a pro wrestler overall. People I've not liked have held titles before. That's my thing.
I mean, that's fine. There's a difference. I'm sorry. Would you say, me?
Your point, he should run through people.
Well, I think a guy like Omos is like what. There's not much. He's not a technical guy, so yeah, he's gonna have to be. He's gonna have to be a brute. Maybe it's the wrong time. Maybe they don't have the right champion, but I don't see it for him yet. I don't as an individual performer, I'm not into the work that he does.
Mm-hmm. And they need to put people with him, so that shows that they don't. He's not ready.
He ain't had no MVP with him that night. Granted, you don't need MVP, but he was doing all that shit on his own. Like the conversation was he couldn't big man, and the nigga was big manning.
He big man. He big man.
He carried the because those ladder matches always need the big guy, the athletic guy, the flippy guy, and he definitely held down what he was supposed to hold down at the actual event. So I mean, yeah, but I think he's past running through jobbers. He's past running through jobbers.
Right?
He's got to beat up real certified folks now.
Even when you said madcap, like he needs that level up, but he needs to be in that U.S. title contention. Bobby having that title right now may be the best thing for Omos if they were to sick him on him.
Who's got the IC belt now? It's sad that we gotta ask that. It's sad we gotta ask that. Who beat Ricochet for it?
That's
Walter.
Yeah, Walter.
Gunther.
Walter is the WWE Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah,
Gunther.
Who they had John Cena.
Hey, give me Gunther and Omos right now. Give me Gunther and Omos right now. I'll take it.
I can't. I will say this.
Shout out to the chat.
No, the chat's on fire. Chat's on fire. Chat's always on fire. Is them likes where they need to be? Hold up. Pause for the call.
Vin, yuck.
Them likes is exactly where they need to be for real. I don't know about none of that stuff.
Oh gosh, I can't, man. I can't.
Was there anything else? Oh, the other thing that was going on on the timeline after Money in the Bank, I didn't realize niggas hated Theory as much as they did. Like, I knew Theory was a goofy, but like I didn't realize that it was like because people was dead upset. Did I miss something? Is it because some other people, shouts out to Michael Abbas, a couple other people talking about the allegations. On the timeline, I wasn't seeing allegation hate. I was seeing why is this goofy got the briefcase hate.
That's good then. Because he's not a good guy.
That man's going nowhere for a long time. His ticket has been written for the WWE for a minute right now. Like they love that. It's clear.
He definitely was one of the three gentlemen that rubbed elbows with Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania.
So like a motherfucker from two. You was shaking your head, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you can overcome them kind of allegations.
Allegations are interesting because if did he do, like, I think the rough part about allegations are that if they after years they don't move past allegations, is it just because allegations don't come off, right? Allegations, no matter guilty, innocent, that stink don't come off. You know what I'm saying? So I personally don't know what the situation was, but also as far as the timeline is concerned, also once you get that allegation on you, you did it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no let's see, unless they really like the person. but this guy's a heel, right? So most folks don't like him. So now he got an allegation, and I ain't want him had a title. He did it. That nigga is Theory Kelly. Hey, shout out to the rumor that R. Kelly escaped prison this way, because I was calling that nigga Kel Chapo all day. I was
confused. I was like, wait, he escaped. He just got 30 years. But I mean, I guess if you want to look at how those allegations can or cannot hold on, you just look at Riddle. I mean, he was a couple years ago. He was supposed to be the one who was getting held back because of that stuff. And anytime he didn't he didn't advance in the Rumble, or he didn't get a title shot or whatever, it was because of them allegations. He's been coasting.
But Riddle is more of his was cheating, right?
Like a sexual assault, and
I thought there was some kind of like there was something fishy with one of those allegations. Yeah, it was a legit allegation, but I believe the person who made the allegation, she's been steadfast about what she said went down in their situation. But regardless, I think sometimes those allegations is only as deep as the WWE or whoever's going to investigate. When's the last time you heard new information on the Vince McMahon situation?
Well, Vince's problem isn't really an allegation; it's misappropriation of funds.
But the fact still remains.
Vince was definitely out front of UFC this weekend.
He was at Money in the Bank. Like, but what I'm saying is if the public isn't talking about it, you kind of skating. Yeah. Ain't nobody thinking about what Vince was. That was old. That was back. After CNN dropped that thing, it was a wrap. Vince been back. He's been back multiple times. So I think it. If someone wants to take it there with Theory, they definitely can, but it doesn't seem like the WWE is shook off of that right now.
He just doesn't feel believable to me. Like, I can't relate to the character. It's just like Riddle. When Riddle was with Randy Orton, he was a little bit more like, I can tolerate him a little bit more. But Theory, I don't see it. His face makes me want to punch him in the face. Like, I just can't. But
it's also like it's how he cuts his hair too, because the soul patch
is. Yeah,
I think it's the whole presentation. Like I think he's kind of he sculpted himself to kind of look like a douche, and he's taking selfies every time it's the character. I understand why people hate him, but I also see that that's the money that the WWE is trying to print off.
Yeah. I don't know if he's like, I think we talked about this before, but I don't know. I don't think he's cashing in. I think he's going to be a loser.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they've invested too much.
But wait, Math.
That nigga's definitely a loser.
Math, question. A question for the chat as well. When do you think he's going to cash in? Is it soon? Is it going to be Doc D said he's cashing in on Cody.
He's cashing in.
That would be great.
He's not winning.
You know how loud that building would be. First of all, the Cody comeback, pop, and then Cody losing. That would be great. That's very fun.
We'll see. I need that Theory. You go on the timeline. Everybody was hating Theory. I mean,
solid.
I think
I don't think there is a consistency with allegations online, though. That's the problem.
It really depends.
It depends on how the people feel about the people with the allegations before the allegation. And if they cool with them niggas, they gonna cape. If they not cool with them niggas, because niggas cape for a dream a lot.
We still don't know what the situation was with Johnny Depp, but there were a lot of TikToks that made it look like it was cool to do domestic abuse because it was Johnny Depp. So it really depends. Celebrity can be a motherfucker in trying to figure out what the truth is. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. Just keeping it's people still crying about R. Kelly getting 30 years, and I mean, you got 30 fucking years.
Crying. I didn't see
they
that.
Want to know. One of the headlines I saw said people were trying to cope with R. Kelly's music being taken off of services or whatever. Like, yeah, people still love that man. They want to Chocolate City and all that shit.
It is okay to listen to R. Kelly music still. Just don't let him get paid off of how you listen to R. Kelly. I don't like R. Kelly music, so I don't have a problem. Just bootleg the music. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just bootleg the music.
Or if you got CDs. So if you got CDs.
If you already got the CD, he can't get no more money. He already got your money. He didn't piss that money off already. I did that on purpose.
If you got the CD, you got to rip it into MP3 and then throw the CD away. You can only play the MP3.
No, just matter of fact, if you have the CD, do what Cal said. Rip the MP3 and get it to the world, baby.
There you
get it to the world. The niggas that want to listen to that,
where you
all
playing
that
R. Kelly music?
Let's see that in Chicago.
Headphones and cars. When
you
cars.
When you stepping.
Not in the name of love. Hey, imagine they throw on that.
When you stepping?
No.
Oh, peeps, it's nasty. I'm thinking about baby. Ew.
You about to play R. Kelly?
Robert.
I believe I can fly. No, that's not how that goes at all.
Seems like you're ready.
Stop. Listen, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Imagine getting an R. Kelly strike. I'm writing letters.
Right.
No, if you get an R. Kelly strike,
write letters. That nigga can't read no way.
Right.
You slide.
No, he's going to hell.
How
participated going to hell too.
Remember when R. Kelly went to jail? And you would hear or there'd be those viral videos, and it was R. Kelly singing over the phone. Like, how shook you think he was? Like, you gonna sing on this goddamn phone? That's my wife, motherfucker. Is he shook in jail like that? Because he's
a dead man.
It's pedophile shit.
He's a dead man. Every pedophile that goes into jail.
It's like a Vegas residency for him in there.
And nigga rich, they gonna put him in PC.
They don't have to do that. Because
if
he goes to the general,
I hope they put him in I hope they put him in there with a man. He say, listen, R. Kelly, I like you, and I'm gonna have you.
I assumed he was in Gen Pop. When I heard that,
in there with the Booty Warrior.
When I heard the calls, and it sounded like it was in a general area, I assumed it was.
That nigga's gonna be on the tier.
Chat going ham. Show us to the chat. As long as the likes match the fucking people in the chat. That's all I really care about.
Okay.
You gotta relax.
Shouts to work. Shouts to work forever and always.
I love that.
Do we have any more thoughts about Money in the Bank, or can we go on? Because I do want to.
We can go on.
Math, did you see this?
What you have in front of you is two grown-ass men, you trick-ass bitch.
Did Tony Khan write trick-ass bitch?
No. This is what happens when you let niggas get the microphone and you don't really know that they niggas. You know what I'm saying?
They wasn't ready for Hobbs.
No, because he from Cali. You know what I'm saying? And that's some Cali shit.
I can tell.
What you have in front of you is two grown-ass men, you trick-ass bitch.
Trick-ass bitch? That's Cali. I didn't know where he was from. I knew he was West Coasting at that point.
And then Starks got riled up, and I'm like, yo, let them niggas go.
Watch this.
I'll beat your ass right now. I swear to God, I'll beat your ass right now.
I didn't know how much of that I could play.
That was funny.
I love it. But
it's right now.
Look, that's why.
That's right. I'm a neighborhood legend.
Oh, that sound. Yo, I remember when I got in trouble, right? I got in trouble and shit. And my grandmother. My grandmother, right? I'm leaving my grandmother's house. I got a basketball game. It's Saturday. Like, I stay over my grandmother's house and shit. I'm thinking she don't tell my mother, but she get a kick out of telling on niggas when they in trouble and shit.
Right.
So when I get in the car with my mother, she hit a nigga with one of these. Yo, you remember how they used to hit, like the sheepdog used to hit niggas like this? Boof. She hit a nigga with one of these. Boof.
The backhand fisty?
Like it hit here.
The fuck?
And Ricky Starks, when he was talking, reminded me of when she gave me one of them. Boof, boof. Go ahead, play it again.
I'll beat your ass right now. I swear to God, I'll beat your ass right now.
Shout out to Tony.
Hold up. Was Hobbs laughing? Hold up.
I'll beat your ass right now. I swear to God, I'll beat your ass right now.
Tell him.
Yo, shout out to Cal. I just watched the Martin joint where they were talking about niggas breaking, and Martin would always do these. Hobbs was definitely.
He was definitely.
He broke for sure. He like, yo, this nigga is wilding.
I'll beat your ass right now. He was going, and then because the thing is, I've been waiting for the Starks and Hobbs Young Bucks. I'm assuming that's happening soon.
Yo,
they was at the top of the ramp this week.
They be overbooking a lot of this shit, but
so I'm gonna have to wait for them to finally, because at some point they're gonna break up, right? They got to.
They need to, for the sake of both of those gentlemen. But the thing I do like is they found Hobbs.
Right.
They actually found Hobbs recently. Where, hold on, they letting him talk? Because that's what everybody says when they see Hobbs with a mic. They're like, oh, he's gonna talk?
Right.
This bitch.
And he was talking crazy. That's the best part. Like, you know what I mean? That's why he wear them little t-shirts to make him mad when he wore and go in the ring and cut a promo.
He's straight out of Snowfall. He wanted them yoke. He just out in front of the project, just lifting weights.
Yeah, teach your man some scrabbles next time.
He's definitely yoked up.
You know what? I will say, in the time that we've been watching AEW, and the time I've been hoping for diversity and inclusion, this is what you do. You because through it's been weeks. I don't remember the last time I saw Hobbs in the ring, but I remember they cut that promo last night. They was at the top of the last, was it Double or Nothing, whatever the pay-per-view was. They're cutting Forbidden Door. They're making very important moments, and it's so easy if you just say, hey, this is your directive. Here's a mic. Imagine what you could do when people who are talented are allowed to be themselves. That's all I'm saying. That's why I am A-okay right now with a Theory Championship or a briefcase. That's why I'm A-okay with the Liv Morgan Championship right now. At some point, these young cats got to get out there and do the thing if you want them to be the future. And if they fail, they fail.
I'm not going to lie. I am worried about Liv keeping the championship. The WWE has told you, showed you that they don't know how to book a babyface champion.
That ain't going soon.
They don't know.
Well, and again, remember the whole conversation after she got that title was so Charlotte Flair is going to take it from her at SummerSlam immediately. Like people are already praying on that. I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know what the SummerSlam match is going to be, but I'm assuming that title.
I know she's losing.
The title is not going to be a long. It's not going to be a long reign for Liv. And it doesn't need to be.
Her run should look like Kofi, where you book her with a lot of really, really good dance partners. I mean, the Baileys of the world, the Oscars of the world.
And she's fighting Natalia on SmackDown this Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
If they putting her with Natty, then they're investing in her looking good. Because
they were in that tag match on Monday. It was Natty and whoever versus Bianca and Liv got the pin on Natty. So I'm assuming that's the thing for the foreseeable future, at least until something.
Putting them in there with Natty is like putting Busta Rhymes or Method Man on your feature in the 90s. They want you to go number one.
I wonder if you think we could get Natty for the pod, because Natty's low key been in that role. Like wasn't she at NXT?
I seen Natty on that dude. You know, it's a dude online that be stretching people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He a chiropractor. You know what I mean?
You do with the hammer. She got chiseled.
Hold on, let me ask you. She didn't get chiseled, right? Let me ask y'all: Is she still married to Tyson Beckford or whatever?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Hey, look, Dr. Krakenstein got real close. Dr. Krakenstein was working around in
I will say this. I'm
right here. She said yes, right here.
No, stop it.
I need to be worked on.
Stop it.
I'm gonna say this.
You better stop.
As Natty
and Rodriguez and what's the other boy? Shayna Baszler, and they all was in there together in the Dr. Krakenstein and got dang. You know what I mean? Natty said I'm tight.
You better stop it.
What I'm saying.
He said right here, and she said right here.
I think ever since she was on Total Divas, she's kind of been she was like a whole like low key like dominatrix character. You
know her and her sister slept.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting to. I think that her and her sister, because that's their whole channel. That's their whole thing is what they do. You see the thumbnails, but I say that to say, I'm assuming her and Tyson is good because she's definitely been like exploring and opening herself up to. I don't.
I'm like, wait, what?
You got that with me right there.
It's not myself. But nah, shouts out to
Dr. Hightower. He be massaging.
I'll beat your ass right now. I swear to God, I'll beat your ass right now.
I want that match. I don't know when that match is happening, but I would like that tag match ASAP.
Who broke up?
You said what?
I thought Strickland and Homeboy
Lee?
broke up.
Yeah, they're working like a Kobe Shaq thing where they're supposed to not like each other. It started when they were one of them threw the other one off the battle royal.
Right.
Yeah. They started cutting those promos literally the weekend BRP 50 drop. Like, it was like that Rampage was the first like, oh, we're not cool, and it's been like that ever since. But we'll see.
Hey, stop doing all that dirty Mac and rock. That's nasty work. Stop, don't do that. He ain't no way hitting that right. You gotta chill out.
Is I guess the other big thing that happened on AEW is Wardlow took the TNT Championship from Mayman, somebody's friend. Was it worth it?
Was it worth
it? He didn't get like I don't know what the show for. He a couple ladder matches maybe.
When he got the title back from Sammy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many matches did he have on TV?
A couple, 2, 3, maybe.
Every week?
No.
He fought old man. It used to be
his partner.
He had a match with Kazarian. He had a match with Guevara.
And the rest of his shit was on Dark.
Yeah, it was again for a reign for a secondary title. It definitely wasn't memorable. Outside of a couple of Sammy Guevara crazy spots, it was a street fight against Wardlow. He walked to the ring with 8 people, men and women, and they couldn't figure it out.
No,
I know Wardlow's Goldberg, but
it's Wardlow.
But was it worth it?
What do you mean?
Like what's the point with like the Scorpios? Because
why even give him back the championship is what you're saying?
No, well, I mean, if we pull back even further, when Scorpio Sky was like winning that title. One of the other storylines with that was, see, this is what we've been working towards for X amount of years because he was undefeated for this amount of time, this, that, and the further. But the way it's played out with 2 reigns, it doesn't seem like they had any real thought about what a Scorpio Sky champion would even look like.
Actually, it's funny because I kind of see exactly what happened. They said, we're going with Sammy Guevara, right? Mm-hmm. And then MJF and Wardlow happened. Mm-hmm. And Wardlow, the people for some reason got behind Wardlow. When the folks got behind Wardlow, and then they had a whack champion at the time because Hangman Page just did not connect at the time.
Word.
They see that and they like, man, this nigga Wardlow is over like gangbusters.
It was loud.
With him. What can we do with him? Well, we could put a belt on him, but he can't take it from Sammy. We like Sammy.
Why?
Put it on the darkie.
Sammy's part of the Jericho squad.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
They love Sammy.
No, he wasn't. He
wasn't at the time, but I think that remember he was the guy who said the comments to say about Sasha Banks, and they put him on timeout. He came back, and I was thinking about that earlier. I wonder if that hadn't happened, how soon would he have been TNT champion? Because it was that. And it was the Cody, because Cody Rhodes got injured too, and that they had to do the whole interim TNT championship. They love Sammy. I think this probably was supposed to happen sometime last year, or a while before it was supposed to. So they like he's on the internet. I don't know what it is.
Let's let Scorpio Sky, DC Scorpio, win the goddamn ladder match, 2nd-time champion. It makes him look strong, and then it makes the guy who beat him look even stronger.
I guess the only thing is I don't know. Like I think the one thing that didn't happen is Scorpio don't look like nothing right. He looks the same, and right. I don't think he looks any better. Like I don't think he's like. I'm not looking at Scorpio at like former 2-time TNT champion. Like I don't think those reigns added any type of.
Yeah, he got nothing out of it. He got nothing out of it, and I think
that's why I asked if it's worth
that. Yeah, and it sensed that from his tweet today. Like he seemed annoyed. He was gracious.
He's a company man, though.
Yeah. He was annoyed.
I mean, I don't know what to tell people.
What you have in front of you is 2 grown-ass men, you trick-ass bitch.
I think that's too long. I think we just need that.
I need the trick. The problem. The problem is the trick ass bitch. Like Hobbs, you don't see Hobbs' face, so I think it's gonna look like it's gonna look like a shot. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I had to delete the clip of man's getting thrown in the trash can, because I don't want people to think I'm shooting on him just because the clip is fucking funny.
Hobbs got top 3 biggest shoulders I've seen of pro wrestlers live action.
You trick ass bitch.
Batista, Hobbs,
he's a big dude.
Yeah,
and Jordan Grace. So anyway, the
I don't want to. I'm not going to talk about that Jordan Grace tweet situation from her. I do not.
I don't even know what you're
talking about.
Don't even worry.
All I know is I seen Jordan Grace walking around Wale Mania, and I was intimidated.
They be big. People be big.
Her shoulders is insane because I heard them 3: Batista, Hobbs, and Jordan Grace got the most intimidating shoulders in pro wrestling.
Well, hopefully, if one of our brothers can make it back sometime soon, maybe he'd be putting some work in. Biggie, he tweeted this week that he tweeted an update that his C1 isn't ossifying, which is when it kind of like fuses and forms the bone. That's not happening quite yet. He said the current plan is get more scans and at the 1-year mark and see how it's progressing. But he said the great news. What's up?
Does that mean he's out another year?
it sounds like he'll probably be gone for a bit. I don't think he can wrestle in between now and then. That's my assumption. When he said when evaluated at year 1, I'm assuming that means let's chill till we get to January. Like it's another 6 months roughly.
Watch this. What?
But that's the thing. He did say that he feels tremendous and surgery is off the table, which sounds to me like take your time, black man. Get right.
Man, fuck wrestling.
He got Our Heroes Rock to put out. He could probably do some more voice work. Like there's a lot of he can do. He's not wrestling only, but
that's right.
If he wants to make it back to the ring before he go ahead, brother. Just be right when you do it. I think that's all I've got for pro wrestling this week, unless there's anything I'm missing.
Oh shit.
Is there anything? No,
no,
they're not missing. We gonna let's get in this fucking spaceship and get the fuck out of here. But
who's the most important person in WCW history?
The most important. Oh, that was the other conversation. The most important person in WCW history. Mimi said, "I don't even want to engage." Oh wait, no, because you asked this the other day.
And you asked, "What do you mean about WCW?"
Well, yeah, I just want to know the time frame. When you say WCW, what do you mean?
WCW.
Most important person. It's not Ric Flair.
Does Ric Flair count as NWA and WCW?
Yeah.
He was on the first and last WCW shows.
He was gone and he came back in like '92. He was back before Hogan.
Over Sting.
I think Sting. I would say Sting is third behind Flair and Dusty.
Corey says elaborate. My only thing when I think of most important,
I don't know what else you want from me, Corey.
When I think of, I'll say this, and I'm not saying this is what Math is saying, but when I think of most important, I'm looking at the person that kind of helped put that on the map. You know what I'm saying? Especially for WCW. And without Ric Flair putting that tight, like I'm damn the 80s and all that. Ric Flair was established with that big gold belt, that title, which was like the WCW title for years.
So
I don't know about that. I think without that Flair run, because you wouldn't have a Sting, you wouldn't have that title meaning that stuff, because you wouldn't have the guy that was literally breaking his back to do it, regardless of what that man is now. It's hard for me to say anybody over Flair.
How many Flair runs was in WCW?
I drip in here. I'd have to
drip.
consult Wikipedia.
Corey. Corey, how many Ric Flair runs was when he was in WCW?
But that's why, because I think WCW has got to be like 91, 92. I don't remember when it officially became, but it's like there's a certain point.
Yeah, it was like 90.
I
feel like with the exception, what faces were made in WCW without Ric Flair's hand? And I'm asking that question legitimately. I don't know the answer to that question.
Because Scott Steiner had his first like big singles match with Flair.
You said without Ric Flair in WCW, without going late, without going like mid '90s and shit. I don't know if you say Ron Simmons.
Did Rick make Ron?
Hell no. They fought them as the Horsemen.
Yeah, they were
bad.
They were bad, and I don't even think Flair got it. He wasn't really involved in the beef. It was more Arn and Flair was beefing with Teddy.
I think if you say anybody made Ron Simmons, it was probably JR.
DDP. Flair didn't make DDP.
No, that's what he's saying.
I'm saying that may be the one.
DDP. Okay,
that may be the one.
But you get later into. That's
right.
What I'm saying.
You're like 97 at this point. Yeah. What he say no to?
I don't know. To Creek. I don't know.
Was Vader a face? I don't know.
No.
Vader was made in Japan. Vader was already. Vader wasn't a face, but Vader was a thing before he got to WCW.
9 Reigns was in WCW.
Fuck.
Was that against Hogan?
Probably.
That's probably where we got Flair Hogan proper.
That's probably probably had a match at some point. Let's see, WCW World Heavyweight Champion 7 times. He was an international World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, 9 reigns. That International World Heavyweight Championship ran from 93 to 94.
That was before the WCW title, right?
That was a title that happened after Flair left with the big gold belt. And that was because that was a title that Sting and Rick Rude fought for. That
don't count. I don't think that count though, Nate.
It's interesting. I
think he's just saying those are the people that Flair did not make.
Hogan, Savage, DDP.
Right, but I don't know if Hogan and Savage. You know what I mean?
They weren't made in WCW. Not the point they were there because it was already.
Well, I mean, no, they definitely weren't made over there. No,
he didn't make them at all.
Right.
Yeah, I think that list is small. Faces? That list is small.
I think, like Flair had his hand, like everybody that you remember, for the most part, if it wasn't running through him in ring, it was Flair for the gold. It's tough to say. It's tough to say anybody will ring.
I'm sorry, Math.
Well,
I know you hate that nickname, and
I do.
And you got right to. It's just respect. Hit that like button, like Zell said. This has been an extended preamble into our Black Rass of the Week. Mimi, I think I know who your Black Rass of the Week is, but do you have a Black Rass of the Week? You don't have a black. You gotta have a Black Rass of the Week.
Bianca Belair.
I knew that. I mean, shit. She decimated. What's her face? Carmella.
Trying to put her with other people, but
what can you do? You're supposed to be cool anyway. I think they're legit cool anyway.
It is. It's cute.
Well, I was gonna say that I think the Liv Morgan champion is gonna be modeled after Bianca Belair champion. It's they both have the groundswell of fan bases, and ain't nobody else really ready for they don't really have anybody else.
No.
Liv kind of won. Sasha leaving kind of put Liv up in this position, if you really think about it. But because Sasha was supposed to be the one fighting Ronda. It's crazy how the world works, huh?
And then what?
Fam, who's your Black Rass of the Week?
I'm gonna go Hobbs. Gotta go Hobbs.
I respect it. Brother Man.
Almost.
I knew it. I was gonna troll and say Omos, but I can't.
And then what?
Cal, you gotta unfold your hand. You gotta unfold your arms on Omos, man. You gotta unfold your arms.
I'm ready to be off the. But can I say this? I will be more susceptible to Omos if people aren't in my mentions. Cal gonna fucking hate this. Omos, can't wait to Cal go.
You like to say it's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
That's your fault.
That's my fault. And hey, keep doing it because I want y'all to see what I'm gonna say on Thursday. But I also would just love to see Omos
get fresh and get one of them broads.
Never mind. My Black Rass of the Week. I'm gonna give my Black Rass of the Week to Angelo Dawkins. Fuck it. He flew over the top rope twice. He
like the Simpsons guy. The nigga with.
I like Lisa.
That's a nigga that rolled down the hill, yo.
That kid's
that's Ralph Wiggins' son, yo.
Ralph Farella.
Be eating pace. All right,
Ralph Jr.
Get out of here. Mimi.
Why that nigga ain't got no hair?
Because he keep rolling down the hill and jumping on shit like this. Like, at some point, that friction take the hair out your scalp. No.
Mimi, straight through the glass, son. What the fuck?
Yeah, shit is Lil Ralph Wiggum, yo. Lil Ralph Wiggum.
That shit is crazy. Mimi, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on the timeline, on my clean timeline. I love it when my timeline is clean. Find me on the timeline. Come say hi.
This one's funny. If Omos moved to T-Neck, I would probably have to support him. I probably would have to support him.
Damn,
and they gonna have to have a jersey that say Jersey.
Facts. Yeah, he better get the Jersey Devils jersey.
I hope he moved to Jersey.
Jersey.
If Omos, if you move to Jersey, I need the Black Rasslin.
I hope he moved to Jersey.
I don't even need an interview. We live outside Omos compound. You know, just get a quick like fit check or something.
Fuck that shit.
If he living in Jersey, he'll have to change his fit.
He's with the camera. The camera, you can be with the He's stupid tall. You can't. That nigga getting a low 5 from me, nigga. I'm not dapping that nigga. No, nigga. Yeah, my man. What's up? Hit him with the side 5. Bam. What's up, my nigga? Nah, you seen we was walk past the nigga and that nigga just. What's up, nigga? Nah.
He said, nigga.
All right, my nigga. What's happening? Nah, probably
What's
not.
up, nigga?
That's funny.
Nah, he was too high up. I couldn't hear nothing he said. Huh?
Hey, you gotta relax.
You do gotta relax. There was that the same? I finally posted the Britt Waters interview, and someone was in the I feel bad. They was in the comments like, "How you doing, Miss Britt Waters? How's your day going?" I'm like, you know this ain't live, and you in the comment, bro. This ain't the chat.
Nigga letting him fly. Letting him
Extra
fly.
horny.
Hey, beautiful. How you doing today, Miss Britt Waters? This interview was like 2 months ago.
That shit like 6 months ago.
We were talking about the end of the NBA season for the Wizards.
Mimi, let me ask a question. Has "Hey Beautiful" in the chat in the comments, has that ever worked?
No.
Hey, beautiful.
How about "Hey Black Queen"? "Hey Sister Queen"? Black stars of everything. How is everything?
Sister
Queen.
High class
in the universe.
Just hi.
Hey, glasses.
You looking beautiful tonight. I know you all the way down wherever the fuck you at.
Sweating.
It's flies everywhere out that bitch.
Jesus.
Mississippi? That heat?
That's a different type of heat.
French. Yo, it's instant water.
Nah, it's disgusting. Like like your skin is moist off rip.
Tasty. I'm like oh my
yo,
god.
what the fuck?
You gotta do like
And
this.
then
Everybody in the bitch like this.
Facts.
Yes. Oh shit. Yeah.
Like it's 1:30 extra. What up, ma? Hey, glasses. Wait, Antoine, this man, you from Jersey? You from my hood? You really said Flyers?
That nigga he ain't from your hood.
That's why you moved. Disrespect. Anyway, brother fam, where can people find you on the social medias? That's crazy. I don't know what's going on there. This.
What you say?
Cal gonna need shotgun should.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh my!
Hey man.
I was gonna say if Omos could have a year like Bobby Lashley, that's all he really need.
Hey, at West Buffy, you know what I mean, on a Friday night. You know what I'm saying?
What is wrong with him?
At Something Else Pod.
Time for bed.
No G. You know what I mean? All the G you need. And if y'all niggas in the DMV, man, BlerdCon, 6 p.m. both nights, Friday and Saturday. Docta D's Dream Panel. It should be a good time, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, yo, you see me, man. See me out here, say what's up, yo. And if you see me with a backpack, you know what's in there.
You going, man?
Yo, straight up. If you see me at BlerdCon tomorrow, I'm not on Black Rasslin time.
That's my
sole purpose for going to BlerdCon, I lied to you not, was to fuck with my cousin outside of wrestling.
Nah,
that's the only reason.
If you're at BlerdCon, ask him about the BRP 50. Ask him about like number 32 or something.
So if you see me,
when the new drop is.
Don't ask me no questions.
Ask him when you can get
wrestling.
Say, Math, when can I get the Black Rasslin Mania shirt back? The hoodie.
Black Rasslin Swerve Scott shirt.
Yes.
Y'all saw them shit. Y'all saw them. He didn't want it.
He didn't want it.
Yeah, we do swerve.
If you see me, don't ask me about no fucking wrestling.
All of it. Ask him all of it.
I'm coming down there with some super chill shit.
Hey, if
I
y'all
don't want
niggas,
to be. Watch this.
Y'all
I don't want to be.
To let me know you're a fan of the pod, do this, yo.
I swear to God.
And say 51. I mean,
I'm sorry.
Nah, but if you see me out and shit, I'm gonna try to make it out and shit for my cousin tomorrow. If you see me out, say what's up. I might get you a drink.
He gonna get you a shirt. Ask him about the shirt. Chaos shirts, we need that. Ask him about the Chaos shirt.
Yes.
I got too much shit. That's backed up.
Math, a shirt of me, like Arn Anderson with the satin jacket with the 4 with the title. Yeah, that's what I need. October.
Watch this.
Yo. You should but yo, what you could do is get like a thing of Elmer's glue. Now somebody got to have real neat handwriting, right? You get one of them dugout jackets with some Elmer's and write chaos with a K written in this person and then sprinkle
glitter.
And then sprinkle New Jersey dirt weed all over the back of the jacket.
Not even the glitter, dirt
That nigga gonna smell like one of the outsiders. Hey, Swan.
That's not the outsiders I was thinking of. That's messed up.
No. Young Z.
Yo, Young Z was out front of that goddamn grocery store. Gene Cena was trying to go to that time when they niggas walked by.
Facts.
I'm sure that was Young Z.
It had to. Math, did you get your socials?
No, I don't want them motherfuckers following me.
Say less. You sure?
Positive.
Facts.
I'm positive. I got all these alias motherfuckers. Yo, motherfuckers with 6 followers and following 6,000 people. All blocking you.
They hitting you. When do we
block?
Nah, that's what I'm talking to.
Block.
Burners.
Because them niggas ain't got nothing to lose. They gonna say exactly how they feel.
Watch this. Like, yo, if you got inmate number after your handle, watch this. Block.
Oh my God! All over TikTok, all over Twitter. Then
all in the videos.
Watch me.
I'm at Cal on Twitter.
Block.
At Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is a website. As always, you can find the Black Rasslin Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, wherever you find your podcast. We should be there. Most importantly, YouTube.com/Black Rasslin every Thursday.
Shout out to
Piece of drip for real. Every Thursday, 8:35 p.m. It's so ridiculous. Every Thursday, 8:35 p.m. on YouTube, youtube.com/Black Rasslin. We will be here. Some weeks we'll have cats like Docta D. Sometimes, what's up?
I see Rock right here, right?
And next month on Patreon, Drips Baby Shower.
Rock. Like I said, it's a lot of shit that has to go out. And because I had a brainstorm moment and said, fuck it, this, like, it was something that I was working on years ago. And I said, oh, this going out today. Niggas is gonna get that. Niggas is gonna get all these shit at one time.
I do like remember outside of everything, the BRP 50 was June. BRP 50 took a lot of work, so it's I think there were a lot of things. Honestly, as like, you know, a person who kind of makes the docs and tries to make sure that we get a pod going every week, there were a lot of things that kind of had to, you know, take a step back so we can get shit stored. Make sure that y'all got a BRP 50 in June. So I feel like I'm almost at 90%. We back at it, but we'll get to all that stuff. Don't worry. Shouts to Drip. Shouts to shit again. Salutes to Rascal Rap and Jabba Tears for having us on recently. Check the link in bio on the Instagram and the Twitter for all the appearances that we made recently for the BRP 50. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Pay to 1. Pay to 10.
Look at this shit.
He ain't got nothing to drink. I need to figure out a new outro for the show.
Yo, shout out Tone Brown.
Peace to Tony Brown. I know Tony Brown hate me every other day. I'm like, yo, Tony Brown, I got this idea. Like, that's kind of crazy, boy. But he's down for everything. So
yo, Tony Brown is just, look, when you see Tony Brown, you see BRP at this point.
What's this? I'm sorry. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. Salute to y'all. I love it too. We gotta go. Talk to y'all next week.
Like me or not, I didn't come up here to be liked.